Holy Sweet Christmas, The Defenders. Roll the intro. Welcome back, Comic Cave people. We're exploring the cave today. The Defenders. I'm just going ahead and put it out there right now before we even get going. Oh, by the way, I'm Bo. This is Michael, if you haven't known. The Defenders. It came out yesterday. And oh my gosh.
It is freaking awesome.
Oh, okay. If the rest of the MCU was like this, I'd be extremely happy.
Yep.
Oh my! I mean, this is made up for the slowness of Iron Fist and the weirdness of Jessica Jones and a little bit of slowness of Luke Cage too. Wow! Wow!
Knocked it out of the park.
It really did knock it out of the park. It took it and just not even knocked it out of the park. It went outside the park, and when it landed again, it hit it again, and it kept going. So, I mean, it was awesome. Alright, but anyway, this is what we're going to do. We're going to break it down 1 through 4. It's an 8-episode season. That part sucks. Only 8 episodes. I wish it was like 20
Yes.
with the enthusiasm. Alright, we'll start at season 1, whatever. Episode 1. Episode 1 is just awesome. You see the lives of all the heroes, where they're at, what they're meeting, you know, where they're at, what they're doing, and who they're with. The troubles they are in, the troubles with their own, they had a problem with being a hero, which is hard to do. So you see Iron Fist is traveling, chasing down the Hand. Luke Cage comes back from Seagate, doesn't beat anybody up, go get some coffee when he gets out of Seagate. And, Jessica Jones is still dealing with her own personal demons of being who she is. Hasn't taken a case in months.
Murdoch's still doing his lawyer thing.
And he retired as Daredevil. That's the one that got me. He retired as Daredevil. But he still was drawn back. Now, the one takeaway I get from the episode 1 is that Foggy Nelson's a punk.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and put that out there. I like that guy, the character Foggy Nelson, the guy that plays, I don't know his name right offhand, I can't remember. But he does an awesome job. But I just want to come through there and slap him upside the head.
Right too.
I mean, jeez. Whatever. So we get on to episode 2. They start to meet each other, start to figure things out. Let's just go ahead and put out there that Luke Cage and Iron Fist is probably the best meet-up situation I've ever seen. That was awesome.
I thought it was awesome where he was hitting and kicking Luke Cage.
And not even moving.
He got tired of it and laid him out.
Yep. And just, then Iron Fist finally, pulled up the chi and just, bam!
Slow-mo shot of that was amazing.
Amazing. Okay, we get with Jessica Jones and Matthew Murdoch finally meet up. Okay. Matthew was given the case by Foggy, and because they didn't want the lawyer's firm that he's with Hogarth, they doesn't want to have Jessica Jones kind of attached because of whatever trouble she's in, because she's kind of dealing with a case that's a little touchy in the FBI, Homeland Security, everything's involved. Also, this gets to my point. Before I go any farther, there are some spoilers. Just saying.
But don't get ticked off.
Yeah.
Fair warning.
Fair warning, and now at this point going forward. Alright, because as Luke Cage just said, we're going forward. Anyway, So he meets up with her, and she's being held by Misty Knight, who I really enjoyed the woman who's playing Misty Knight. She's doing a fantastic job. It's really awesome. The only question I got to get out there right now is, when's Misty Knight gonna get that arm? You know, in the comics she had like a bionic arm because she lost her arm, and then we saw in Luke Cage she got shot in that arm, but you don't see any bionic arm yet. You don't see it, and that's what I want to see with Misty Knight. But anyway, so he picks up Jessica Jones. Jessica Jones, through some clever PI detective, because she is smart, figures out that Matthew's Daredevil, but doesn't have to put the pieces together yet. But she knows something's up because the fact that she saw him jump up a wall on top of a building, and he's blind.
Kind of gives you a little insight. Something might be going on right there.
Right, right. So, we move on from that point to episode 3. They're all figuring out the hand. They're all figuring out who's controlling what. They don't know whose the hand is. Jessica Jones doesn't realize it's the hand. Matthew knows who it is. Iron Fist knows who it is. Luke Cage doesn't know, but he knows one of the leaders of the hand. So they all merge into the building. Arguably the best fight scene I've seen in a long time. Civil War did not have a better fight scene than this. The whole building is just, and the chemistry between Luke Cage and Iron Fist was phenomenal.
That's how it should be. I think they did the Heroes for Hire in the book so long, so they're supposed to be tight knit, and it worked out.
And it worked out, and you can see that chemistry in there. Now with Daredevil and Matthew Murdock and Jessica Jones, they're loners. They always have been loners. Jessica Jones has had her issues with Kilgrave, so Kilgrave had messed with her mind. You know, someone who was a low-level Avenger, if I'm not mistaken, was never really on the top. Always kind of left behind. She has issues, and Daredevil has never been a 100% team player. He's always been he's always been played on a team, but he's still always been by himself. Now it gets back to the team aspect. We separate on the session here. These are not the original Defenders. I forgot about that aspect of it. But we'll get to that after we review episode 4 here. Episode 4, after the whole building scene, all the fighting takes place, I think 90% of the whole entire episode in episode 4
Was in the building.
Was in a restaurant, and which was awesome. It really was good, and just the dialogue between them, the things they learned about each other. This is when they figure out that Matthew Murdock is Daredevil. You know, they figure out all the different things, and Matthew figures out Luke Cage is bulletproof, kind of from roundabout. Then the Iron Fist, they talk about that, and then Stick shows up to warn all of them. Which, by the way, what a man! Like the second episode, I think it was, cut his own freaking hand off. Holy crap!
Yeah.
That was a beast. You know, it makes that whole Deadpool scene where he cut his hand off kind of like, nah. And he just sliced one go to go. What the heck? But it was really good. It gave the dialogue, and let's get to cut to the chase on the other aspect of it. Sigourney Weaver, as the leader of the hand, is frightening.
She does an extremely good job playing that role.
Yes, because the Madame Gao is legitimately scared of her. It's amazingly how frighteningly good and evil at the same time. It's awesome. It's really awesome. Now we get back to the things I said about the Defenders first. The Defenders, obviously if you don't know, these are not the Defenders that were originally started. The Defenders that originally started, arguably 3 of my favorite Marvel characters were the original Defenders. Take a while to guess who the 3 are. Because there's 4 of them. Who are the 3, you think?
Hulk.
Hulk, obviously. I love the Incredible Hulk.
Captain?
Nope.
Nope. I don't know.
Okay, the 4 beginning members of the Defenders was Namor, who to me, I don't care, Marvel, y'all can bite me what I'm about to say, is the worst character. I'm sorry. I know he's the first mutant they have created, but I did not like him and I never will like him. But whatever. Incredible Hulk, the Silver Surfer, and Doctor Strange.
That was a pretty good team.
That
Minus Namor.
That is legitimate. And Namor is powerful, though. I give him that. I just didn't never like. I've been a fan of Namor, but that right there is legit.
Mm-hmm.
That is a team, because then actually they did rival the Avengers, and they have fought the Avengers. They could fight. That's a team that could fight the Avengers and the X-Men probably at the same time and win. If with their true power. Doctor Strange has been one of the powerful beings in the universe at one given time, and he still is extremely. The Sorcerer Supreme is no man to mess with, and I love Doctor Strange. The Silver Surfer with the power cosmic. You're talking about a man that Thanos fears.
Saying something like that.
It's saying something. The man is awesome. The Incredible Hulk. Anger has no bounds. Strength has no bounds. He has been defeated by Thanos, but Thanos avoids him on a regular basis because he is that crazy and that strong. And then, of course, Namor. Whatever. But they did revitalize the whole comic based off the Netflix series, and there is a Defenders with the new 4 characters they have, which is awesome. I'm glad they did that because we did get the Iron Fist and Luke Cage combo, because Heroes for Hire is probably a big fan favorite with a lot of people because it was really good. It was well done. But so far, your rating on the first 4 episodes of Defenders?
Out of 5?
Out of 5.
I'd give it 5.5.
I would give it a 5.5. You know, Rotten Tomatoes based this as a fresh, and it deserves it. It is so good. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. If you don't have Netflix,
go get it.
Yeah, I'm not giving you money that far. No, I'm sorry. That is not happening. Get your grandparents to do it or something. I don't care how you do it, or borrow your neighbors if you got it unlocked one day.
But I wish the rest of the MCU was like this, followed suit.
I really do. Yeah. It really was awesome. The feel, the more down to earth. I felt, if there's such a thing with superheroes, it was down to earth. The feel was great. The dialogue was great. Just the chemistry was great. There's some things in the Civil War movie that just were off. I didn't like. They were kind of crammed down your throat. The whole scene with Spider-Man I felt like was crammed down my throat. It really didn't.
Kind of just because we can do this, or this is what you're going to get.
Right, and I didn't like it. It wasn't as good as Doctor Strange, I think. And it definitely was not as good as Winter Soldier by any means.
Winter Soldier's best in the MCU, I think.
In the MCU movies, Winter Soldier is the best. It is awesome. Well, it's got Robert Redford in it too, because he's awesome. I love The Natural.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. The Natural. That's a non-comic book movie for y'all. But anyway, it's just, but the Defenders has that Winter Soldier feel. Really just a good movie. Even if it didn't have superheroes in it,
it would still be good.
It'd still be good because the story is awesome.
Extremely well written. Dialogue is on point. It's no cheese to it. It's just
really
awesome,
good.
Yeah.
It's really good. And this brings us to our final point of the night. For the first 4 episodes, the Netflix, Marvel, Disney fallout. Now, they did say that they will not separate from Netflix, that it will be still doing other Netflix shows and continuing. They're going to have to, because Marvel and Disney, I don't think have it in them to copy what Netflix has done with these characters. I think if they took them away from Netflix, they would fail.
Oh, it would suffer horribly.
It would suffer horribly, and I think it would not be as good as it is now. Netflix has invested a ton of money. They've invested millions and billions into all these shows they're putting, which are really, let me phrase that, 90% of them are really good programming, 10% are really strange.
I think you'd have a lot of ticked off people too.
Oh, you
if
would.
They pulled it, because it's going to change. It's not going to be the same, and this 90% chance it's not going to be nowhere near as good.
No. Well, I also think some of the actors are not signed to the shows; they're signed to Netflix, so they wouldn't go with the Netflix shows. It would just cause such legal battles. So, but I did notice one thing, that now we're getting a Daredevil 3 season, which has started filming, and I think it's a lot to do with the Defenders here. Jessica Jones 2, season 2 actually, is coming, and the return of Kilgrave, one of the best villains in the whole series. I don't know about Iron Fist, but I imagine that's probably coming right behind.
Luke Cage probably too. Yeah, it'd have to.
It'd have to.
Yeah.
I like Luke Cage.
I do too.
Yeah, because everybody likes going and get coffee.
Smart man.
A very smart man. But this is where we come to. Leave your comments below and tell us what you thought about The Defenders if you watched it so far. Or if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Come back, leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. Leave some more comments.
Tell all your friends.
Tell all your friends. Tell all your friends, tell all their friends. And go from there. But definitely leave the comments after you watch it and let us know what you think about The Defenders, because we're really just amazing. It's just, words can't express anymore how I feel about this show. And with that, I'm Bo.
I'm Michael.
This Comic Cave's out. Roll the outro.